Members of the jury, I implore you to consider the truth. Look at the evidence. Justice demands we find him guilty.
Guilty.
They were for profit. Every gram of that poison is a potential death certificate for someone's son or daughter. My learned friend wants you to look at the defendant's face, and I want you to look at the body bags he helped fill.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is appealing to raw emotion and speculation, not the evidence found in the discovery.
There is no link between my client and any specific casualty.
The facts, then. The encrypted messages, the offshore accounts, the systematic distribution network, this isn't a lapse in judgment, it's an enterprise. He built a throne on top of it. To grant leniency today is to tell every drug lord in this city that the cost of doing business is just a slap on the wrist.
An enterprise? Miss paints a picture of a kingpin because she can't prove the reality of a desperate man.
You want to talk about building a throne? The state built its case on the testimony of paid informants and coerced witnesses. They didn't find his fingerprints on the scales.
Then should explain how a simple person doing job at call center for a least amount of 10,000 per month is enjoying all the spoils. He drove the luxury cars.
The investigation officer has submitted the final report and it's negative. Your Honor, please have a look.
Compassion is for the innocent, Miss Vance. The law is for the guilty. And the evidence screams guilty from every page of this docket. Your Honor, the prosecution formally moves to treat the investigation officer as a hostile witness. This report isn't an investigation, it's a love letter to the cartel. How can an officer find 50 kilos of narcotics in a suspect's basement and then conclude there is insufficient evidence of intent? This reeks of a shadow investigation meant to bury the truth, not find it.
Your Honor, she is throwing a tantrum because the facts don't fit her narrative. The IO didn't ignore the drugs, he followed the money and the digital trail, which led away from my client. If the prosecution's own lead investigator says the evidence was planted or that my client was a victim of identity theft, who is she to say otherwise? Is she a lawyer or a detective today?
We have witnesses who were never interviewed. We are asking run for a de novo investigation by a different agency. The integrity of this court is at stake if we allow a corrupted report to set a drug trafficker free.
Corrupted or courageous? It takes guts for an officer to admit when the state has the wrong person. The prosecution wants a scalp, not a solution. They want to ignore the IO's findings on the planted GPS trackers and the coerced signatures because it ruins their chance at a headline.
My client has been in jail for 6 months based on a theory that the state's own investigator has now debunked. Every second he remains there is a constitutional crisis.
We have a right to challenge the credibility of this document. The jury deserves to know why the IO's story changed 3 days before the trial.
And the jury deserves to know why the prosecution is suppressing the truth. If you can't trust the man you put in charge of the crime scene, you can't trust the case. Your Honor, we move for an immediate directed verdict of acquittal. The state has no legs to stand on. Their own investigator just cut them off.
Call the investigation officer in this matter.
Officer David Miller, Metropolitan Police Department. And you have prepared to testify today?
I was about to have a party at jail with my besties, but here I am in front of jury, but it's fine. If a law lady like her is here besides, then even the allegations taste sweet. I can stay in court for the rest of my life.
You've concluded that there is insufficient evidence to proceed against the primary suspects, despite 3 eyewitness statements placing them at the scene. Why the discrepancy?
That's all you want to say. You should be careful, officer, while answering the court.
Your Honor, my report is based on the lack of admissible evidence. During the re-examination of the witnesses, we found inconsistencies. I think I will be in trouble. The lawyer is so strong to hold the case. I also observe jury is on her side.
Hey, what happened?
Nothing. My car just stopped suddenly.
I will send someone to get your car later. For now, I will drop you home. Nothing, don't make up better.
No thanks, it's fine. I will call a mechanic.
You will be late in all the stuff sometime. You'll be done in some time.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Mention not. Raiden Davis.
Thanks again, Mr. Davis.
The court passed the order that the culprit cannot be granted bail, and further, the respective IO is also suspended for making wrong and corrupt report. Ryden became so worried, so he goes to his lawyer, Mr. Vance, but he refused to take his case as Ryden was no more a government employee, and he only takes high-profile cases, and also he can't afford his high fees. After he lost his job, so he said no to Ryden.
I can't help you. I'm a senior lawyer. I only take cases related to government employees and other high-profile cases.
Ryden became more sad. Then he goes to Varexa's office for help. She agreed to take his case, but it's obvious that the whole story was reversed, as first she was one who proved the report corrupted, and now she has to prove the same person as not guilty. But there was an exception. Akuro sent his man to take the charges that he was the main culprit, and he surrendered, which changed the whole scenario of the case, which automatically cleared the allegations from Ryden on one side, and that's how they again proved the report correct, but it doesn't prove Akuro to be innocent as he still ran away from jail, so he was still a wanted criminal, but at least Ryden was set free from allegations for false report. On other hand, Varexa made her arguments before court that the culprit in jail ran away from the jail as soon as he got to know the most reputed officer, Mr. Ryden, has been suspended. Second, the main culprit in drug case was not Akuro, but Sam, who was sent secretly by Akuro himself to save his friend Ryden. And even after he was suspended, he caught Sam, which shows his truthfulness to his job. Somehow, Varexa again succeeded to win the case, and Ryden was allowed to join the police again by court order. And after that, when Akuro returned to meet Ryden, he was already involved in a new business of diamonds, actually smuggling.
Come in, Mr. Davis.
I need your help, Miss Thorne. It's urgent.
Sit down. Tell me everything. It is no coincidence that the culprit remained secured under the officer's watch, yet managed a daring escape almost immediately following his suspension. I submit, Your Honor, these documents prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that my client is innocent.
We request the court recognize that the safety of the public is at greater risk in his absence than it ever was during his service. His suspension didn't rectify a mistake, it created a vulnerability. By removing him, the state did not serve justice. It served the culprit an opportunity. Justice demands his immediate return to duty.
Your job is secure now. We won the case.
Thank you so much. I'm not Yukim with Sunpoing. I want you to always stand by my side.
Let me take her to cafe this evening. I should thank her.
And then she completely forgot the punchline to her own joke.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I hate when that happens.
I needed you that day. How could you just run off like that? There was a reason, man. Let me explain. I was trying to protect you. You shouldn't have run. It wasn't my choice. I had no other option. Listen to me. Why should I? Please, I'll explain everything. Just listen.
I got them all, man. My new business is set. Look at these. What do you think?
Where are you going? Get back here.
Do you think it's worth the price? Honestly, not even close. But the sparkle, just marketing. Fair point. So what do you think? Yeah, maybe if you can get a discount. I've never met anyone like you.
Neither have I.
And you look absolutely stunning tonight.
Oh, you're sweet.
Breaking news, the whereabouts of the infamous Star of Valencia diamond remain
Stella Nova diamond ring.
Raiden! How ridiculous!
Baby, I promise I won't trouble you.
Okay, fine. Get in.
Take this cursed ring back.
Wake up.
What a sweet dream. Forget the carat weight, the real value is in the color grading and clarity. It has to be internally flawless. And the shape, it has to be that perfect cushion cut. Why would anyone pay that much for a real diamond when they look the same?
Yeah.
It's about the inherent value and the craftsmanship. They hold their worth.
What will you do if I say no?
No, I can't win over a lawyer like you, so I won't argue.
Will you be loyal? Why should I trust you?
I know I'm truthful with my feelings for you. From the bottom of my heart, I surrender. That's all I want to say.
What if I place a condition that you have to marry other 10 women before you marry me?
What? What kind of condition is this? You are really playing a mind game, aren't you?
Even if it's a mind game, tell me the answer. Okay.
If I have to marry 10 women to get you, then I want each one to be my Virexa out of that 10 women. Now,
Me?
तो all bien. To my remarks, ma'am.
10 out of 10 from me.
I need to find her.